to this episode of very special Christmas Cooking with Drew. Alright, you guys probably saw the ingredients. As you all probably guessed, we're making Brazilian feijoada based on all the ingredients. But that's not actually what we're making. We're going to use all that Brazilian feijoada ingredient stuff, and we're going to make good old-fashioned chili beans. That's what we're making. So I just started chopping up stuff. What you're going to want to use is probably this incredibly, ridiculously sharp knife is what you're going to want. If you've ever known somebody that had less than 10 fingers, this knife is probably the reason why for that. But yeah, so you just chop up just a bunch of onions. We're just like chopping onions up. We're just gonna chop up some onions. And that's really all you gotta do is just. So we cooked up a bunch of bacon. It's about 6 slices of bacon, and I chopped up two medium onions and about I don't know, three cloves of garlic or something, and then 1 green pepper. Just diced that up, and I took the bacon fat and I got that. Now I'm just got it in a pan. So that's what you got to do, and then I'm gonna put some. I took a pork loin and I chunked it into little bits like this. It's about just the biggest size that you can fit, probably on a spoon, is what I did. And so I'm gonna tastes pretty good. So I'm just gonna cook that in this bacon grease. All right, maybe I'm making my videos too long. Snapchat keeps cutting me off. You just gotta brown up this pork loin, just maybe medium heat, about 7 or 8 minutes. Just make it brown on the outside. All right, well that's cooking up. That's looking good. I want to tell you guys, this episode is brought to you by fucking nobody. Nobody wanted to sponsor this episode of Cooking with Drew. So yeah, if you want to be a sponsor, you can just let me know and just give me something, and then you can be the sponsor for the next episode. Thanks. All right, we got that meat browned. We're filling this crock pot up really pretty fast. May have made a mistake. Might have to just cook it in a pot for. All right, I let this pot glaze for a minute, and we got these beef short ribs. I cooked those guys. Just put salt and pepper on them. Just gonna get that right in there. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. All right, since we don't have a sponsor for this show, I'm gonna talk about this bottle of whiskey. It's from, you can see it there, Bootleggers Distillery. This is in Hartford, Tennessee. This is probably where you're gonna want to go. You're gonna want to buy this bottle of whiskey if they got it. Batch number 4, bottle 55 is 60. That's about a year ago. Look at this. This is just moonshine aged on staves. I don't know if you can see that in there. There's just chunks of wood in there, and that's what makes bourbon, is just the wood. So what they did was they just did it in the bottle instead of in the barrel. And this is what you're gonna want. So if you're ever in Hartford, Tennessee, you're gonna want this 110 proof bourbon that they've made there, because it is smoky and delicious. So we don't have a sponsor, but I'm just gonna say that for these guys, because boy, that's really pretty delicious. All right, guys, I'm gonna kind of wrap this up. I gave up on the idea of the crock pot because that's just not gonna work. So I got all the pork and the bacon. I'm gonna pour some black beans in there and probably some tomatoes. I'm gonna keep this short because they keep cutting me off. Got a couple of bay leaves in there. Just a splash of white vinegar because you probably need that. I'm gonna put some diced chipotle peppers in there, and oh yeah, this big ham hock and all this onions and garlic and all that, and green peppers probably that I made, and yeah, then we're just gonna cook that for about 30 hours till it's good and delicious. Alright guys, I forgot to tell you, you gotta put some chicken broth in there. Chicken broth, I know that sounds stupid. You got pork and beef and bacon. You gotta put chicken broth in there. That's what you're gonna want. Look at, you guys can't smell this. This is smelling right good. That is just exactly the smell and the looks of it that you want. You're just gonna cook that for probably just like 3 hours or something. Just get it all good. All right, guys. So here's the finished product. We got we took out the beef short ribs. We separated the bones, shredded the meat, put that back in. Took the ham hock out, shredded the meat, put that back in, and then garnished with cilantro and green onions. And I can tell you this is about the best chili that you'll ever have in your entire life. This is just spectacularly good. All right, thanks for watching.